They fell in love under a mango tree, not in Paris, not in London, but in a quiet university town in Nigeria. Emeka and Zainab were young, brilliant, and full of dreams bigger than their pockets. They shared roasted corn, long walks after lectures, and one powerful belief: our real life will start when we travel abroad. So they made a promise to each other. 2 years overseas, work hard, make money, come back successful. It sounded simple. At the Lagos airport, Zainab held back tears as she hugged her mother. Emeka squeezed her hand and whispered, "Just 2 years. We'll come back rich." They boarded the plane with hope in their hearts, and no idea what was waiting for them. The first shock was the cold. The second was reality. Their degrees meant little in a place where their accents made people frown and their names were too difficult to pronounce. Emeka, once a top engineering student, cleaned office buildings at night. Zainab worked in an elderly care home, lifting patients all day, her back aching, her dreams quietly fading. But back home, they posted smiling pictures. Europe is good, they told everyone. What they didn't show was the tiny room they shared, the unpaid bills, or the nights they ate just bread and tea to survive. One evening, Emeka lost his job. "They'll call you," his manager said. They never did. Zainab came home exhausted and saw the look on his face. She didn't ask many questions. "How much do we have left?" she whispered. When he told her, they laughed. Not because it was funny, but because if they didn't laugh, they would cry. That night, under one thin blanket against the freezing cold, Zainab said the words they had both been afraid to admit. "What if the greener pasture is not here?" Emeka stared into the dark. "I miss home," he said. 3 years after they left, they came back to Nigeria. Not rich, not successful, just tired. The heat hit their skin as they stepped out of the airport. "It smells like dust and fuel," Emeka said. Zainab smiled softly. "It smells like us," but not everyone welcomed them kindly. "They went abroad and came back like this? They didn't make it?" The whispers hurt, but failure had already humbled them. Pride no longer had space to live. Emeka's late father had left behind a piece of land, dry, ignored, and called useless by many. That was where they started again. No big capital, no grand plan. Just two hoes, borrowed tools, and hands that blistered under the hot sun. They planted cassava, then maize, then vegetables. They watched farming videos at night using slow internet. They learned through mistakes. Flood destroyed crops once. Goats invaded their farm another time. More than once, they almost gave up. But something surprising was happening. They were laughing again.